Welcome back. A new community-focused cafe is set to come to the South Bronx sometime next year. The Taste of the Bronx Cafe will be located at La Central, the new affordable housing development in Melrose at the Hub. Joining us now to share more are Taste of the Bronx partners, Rebecca Scott, Anthony Ramirez II, and Paul Ramirez. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So to start off, just tell us a little bit about Taste of the Bronx and your mission.
Why don't I jump in? So Taste of the Bronx aims to raise awareness and drive revenue to Bronx small businesses. And traditionally, we've done that through a few different channels. We do subscription boxes that have different themes each quarter and feature a variety of Bronx brands. We also used to do monthly pop-up markets prior to COVID, where every month we'd partner with a different Bronx institution and host an array of Bronx businesses. And now we're expanding to a third channel, which is the Taste of the Bronx Cafe, and we're super excited.
And that's amazing. Thank you so much, Rebecca, and congratulations to you guys for the new cafe coming to La Central next year. What can people expect to see at this new cafe in the South Bronx?
I'll jump in on this one. We are currently in the process of, designing the space. But we know that first and foremost, it'll be a beautifully decorated location in the center of the South Bronx, moments away from the hub and lots and lots of public transportation. We plan to have So we're going to have one year-round menu that's curated by us that features a healthy spin on local favorites. And we also will be renting, half of the space will be for up-and-coming Bronx-based businesses. So folks who have an idea, who have a product, but really want the opportunity to test it out and see how the audience responds, we'll be able to rent the location in 3-month increments. So we'll have 4 different vendors throughout the year.
Sounds exciting. And, we're in the middle of a pandemic and you guys are planning all of this in the middle of COVID-19 and all that's going on. You each have your own work happening. Rebecca with Sustainable Snacks, Anthony and Paul with the Bronx Beer Hall, and your other ventures that you have. You guys are super busy all the time. But have you had any challenges while pursuing this new venture during the pandemic and preparing to open in the coming year? Can you share with us any challenges that you faced?
It definitely seems like kind of a crazy time to sign a lease. That said, we've all embraced the fact that we're crazy partners and we're so excited about the model and know that we'll be able to make things work despite the times. I would say it's been interesting in terms of the funding climate because a lot of different resources have been created, but for pre-existing businesses. And though Taste of the Bronx is already existing, the cafe is a new arm to that. And so there's been a bit of a kind of gray space for us looking for funding.
Yeah, I think that that's very nice. We're all smiling and laughing when we talk about it because it is a little crazy to open up a space, especially a space where we expect people to, we would hope people gather and come and meet their friends and hang out. Obviously, that won't be happening until COVID passes and probably late into next year or early 2022 when people will actually be gathering more frequently. So I think the challenge was kind of between the three of us looking at each other and saying, we wanted to do this, pandemic or no pandemic, this was always something that was on our roadmap. And do we put it off or do we just go for it? And it just, this opportunity seemed ideal. It was very much in line with the work that we've been doing in a location that we really, really wanted to be in. And, we signed the lease. That's all I got to say. I'm smiling because we signed the lease. We talked about it. Are we signing the lease? Yeah, we're going to sign the lease.
I love it. I love how crazy you guys are, though. And we have Paul. I know that the viewers are probably wondering, where is he? What is he doing? He's at the Bronx Beer Hall. He's working right now. So thank you for still joining us. And I want to loop you in, Paul. What are your hopes collectively for the new cafe? And how will both the community and entrepreneurs benefit from having Taste of the Bronx accessible in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx now?
Ooh, the loaded question.
Good one.
So our family's born and raised South Bronx. When our grandparents came over from Puerto Rico, they settled 156 to 163rd between St. Anne's and Tinton. So for us, that's really the heart of the Bronx. 149th and the Hub is the essence of what BX is, and it's how we know it. So it's a big move. It's a proud moment for us to set up shop in that area, but I think that the area itself, we know that it needs more, and we're proud to be part of it. We're going to offer healthy options. We're going to offer a community space, things that we don't think currently exist over on that side of the hub.
Right. Authentic neighbors coming through to the Bronx, and like you guys are already from here, so I'm glad that this space is being allocated to someone who is already established in the community, and is you guys are very esteemed in the community as well. So super excited about that. Rebecca, did you want to add on to that as well? I saw that you almost said something.
Sorry to talk over you. I was just going to add on that once it's safe to do so, community programming is a big part of our plan. So we'll have game nights, nutrition education programming, even poetry readings. So we really hope to create an inclusive, accessible space for people in the neighborhood to come out and hang. And we'll also merchandise our brand partners' products. So in addition to the food piece, we'll also have brick and mortar space where we can sell the products of our other Bronx business partners.
Amazing. Anthony, did you want to add?
I mean, with three people, we all have so much to say. We're all on brand, and I love it. But yeah, in addition to all of that, it's important also because years ago, and not to date myself, but maybe about 15 or 20 years ago now, I used to work over on Bergen and 149, and it was always have a place to have a meeting or, to get something outside of the normal, Cuchifito or something like that, or the McDonald's in the corner. And so, it's important for us too to expand the options that are available to people in the community over there.
Right, like where can you really congregate, at VIM or at Bergen Discount? Like, where are you going?
Right, exactly. And you're not sitting at that Starbucks because they got rid of chairs over there. So
right. So now you're gonna have Taste of the Bronx right on the block, and that's amazing. So let's also talk about the Taste of the Bronx subscription box. What are the boxes, and what can people find in one of these boxes this season? How can people order them? And will they be available past the Christmas deadline? Because I know this is also airing after Christmas. So
I actually have a box right here in front of me because there are about 100 going out momentarily, I will say. So the holiday box actually will not be available past the end of December. This is, we change the box every quarter. I can tell you that within this holiday box, and I'll show you while I go through it, we are featuring Desmond Designs. So you have a holiday decoration from Desmond Designs. He is and I'm going to say this wrong, I'm sure, pyrographer. So basically, he's a wood artist, and he burns wood and creates his art. We have Smoky Maple Pecans by Sustainable Snacks. And they accompany a recipe for harvest salad. And I'll let Rebecca talk a little bit about that if she wants before I go to the next one.
Sure. They're locally roasted pecans with maple syrup and an artisan smoky spice blend. And we created a seasonal salad that has different root vegetables and a maple dressing. So
that sounds amazing, delicious. Whoever got their hands on this box, and Anthony's not even done yet.
I'm not even done yet.
Really, really lucky. Let's see.
Salad is your starter, and you can end with this, right? We have a sea salt chocolate chip cookie mix by Delora Cakery. So they are a 5-star artisan cake catering company in the Bronx. And, it says you can make about 10 to 12 cookies, but I'll tell you right now, I've probably made 24 so far. I guess it depends on the size you go with. All right. But this is great. Something great days when if you're trapped in your house with family, not trapped, but in your house with family, then this is something you can do, for the holidays. We also have a bookmark by From the Bronx, which happens to match my background a little bit today. So I'm sure a lot of us are doing reading at home, and if it's, not always on a Kindle or an iPad, it's nice to have a book in your hands. We do have some hand sanitizer by Pitoro. And, this is, again, very, very topical for our current climate. I don't have a copy of it in front of me, but we have El Bronx Remembered, which is a book by Nicholas Moore. And that was printed. It's about the Bronx in its heyday from 1946 to 1956. It'll go well with the bookmark. And last but not least, there is a surprise item by one of our past Taste of the Bronx vendors, and that item varies by box. So some people are getting oven mitts, some people are getting barbecue sauce. I mean, we've had over 150 vendors over the past year and a half in operation, almost 2 years, I think. And so we're just highlighting, trying to make it exciting, because the holidays are all about, being surprised and when you get your gift. So every box will have a different item in it.
And I'm guessing that people can purchase these boxes in person at the Taste of the Bronx Cafe once that's open as well.
Yes. Once the box is open, we'll have the box available for purchase. Currently, it's available on a subscription basis. You can order either one box, you can do a half-year subscription, which is 2 boxes, or a full-year subscription, which is 4 boxes. And the longer your subscription is, the more money you save.
Perfect. And where can people go to sign up to subscribe and to learn more about Taste of the Bronx before we go?
To learn more about Taste of the Bronx, you can visit us online at tasteofthebronx.com and follow our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Taste of the Bronx.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anthony, Paul, and Rebecca, for joining us today. And thanks for your time. Paul is over there pouring some beer and growlers at the Bronx Beer Hall. So thanks to him as well for joining us, even through work. So again, thank you guys. It's always a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Happy holidays.
Likewise. Be safe and Happy New Year.
At some point in the new year.
Yes, and I live right down the block, so I'll be visiting Taste of the Bronx Cafe very frequently. I live right down the block.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Again, the Taste of the Bronx Cafe will be arriving in Mott Haven very soon. You can follow at Taste of the Bronx on Instagram and any social media, and you can also visit tasteofthebronx.com to find out more and stay in touch. We'll be right back.